the university police officers, I know there's a little bit of a challenge with the attrition rate with the university police officers, and I wondered, have you met with the New York State PBA to see what can be done about that attrition rate?
Well, they haven't contacted me, but I would be delighted to meet and to talk about it, but I wasn't aware of any large attrition rate, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they reported to me that it was a 30% attrition rate, and so that's a concern to them. Yeah.
Is that from one particular campus or overall? That seems high.
I believe that's from all.
Oh, 30%. Okay, well, we'll look at it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Good evening, respected members of the Joint Committee. My name is Ryan Law, and I am the Director of the University Police Officers and the current President of the Police Benevolent Association of New York State. The PBA of New York State is a law enforcement labor union representing approximately 1,200 members of the bargaining unit representing the New York State University Police, New York State Environmental Conservation Police, New York State Park Police, and New York State Forest Rangers. I submitted a lengthy written testimony, but in the interest of time, I will speak on the highlighted areas here. The 4 units of the PBA are comprised of the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th largest units of police officers employed in New York State. The officers live and work in your districts. We are keeping you, the students and staff of 29 SUNY campuses, the visitors of our parks and other public lands, as well as New York State natural resources safe. We are all extraordinarily trained and have specialized skill set to respond to a crisis anywhere in the state of New York. I am here today advocating for all 4 police agencies of the PBA, but as today's hearing is on higher education, I will focus on the PBA members who are New York State University police officers and the attrition crisis facing the departments they work for. The dedicated men and women who have worked for New York State University Police protect students, staff, and general campus communities of 29 of our SUNY campuses from Long Island to Buffalo, the Southern Tier, and the North Country. That includes 3 campuses in New York City. If we don't have a campus in your district, we most certainly have one near it. Gone are the days of SUNY campuses where staffed, unarmed peace officers. Today, SUNY campuses are protected by professional police officers who are fully certified, trained, and expected to protect campus communities from active shooters with rifles to terrorists with even more dangerous weapons. We had a shooting of 2 deaths yesterday at Texas A&M University. These are serious, real concerns of ours. We take our jobs to protect students and the staff seriously, and if you have a child or a loved one attending or working on a SUNY campus, you can sleep better at night knowing we are going to defend these people with our lives. There is, however, a notable weakness in the State University Police of our 29 campuses, and that is our alarmingly high attrition rates. Specifically, I am talking about the constant resignations of recently hired young police officers who leave the New York State University Police to join other police departments, municipal or state, and thereby creating vacancies in their respective university police departments. New York State University Police are bleeding officers at an astonishing rate, which is resulting in dangerous attrition numbers. The same applies to the New York State Park Police. Young, diverse officers, fresh out of the police academy, routinely leave PBA of NYS to join other law enforcement units that offer better pay, retirement, and benefits. Research conducted by the PBA of NYS indicates that over the last 6 years, a total of 410 officers left the university police forces. 118 of the total departing 410, UPO specifically went to other law enforcement units at the state and local level. This is an astonishing attrition rate of over 30%. The main factor attrition rates for UPOs transferring to other law enforcement is the lack of a 20-year retirement option in the units represented by the PBA. The departments they are transferring to have 20-year pensions. Attrition, however, forests the development of other problems, such as diversity. Unfortunately, as research indicates, the attrition trend lines are moving in the wrong direction and are becoming more severe. Yes, there is a cost to the 20-year retirement legislation for this unit, but the savings from the stemming of attrition will offset that. New York State spends between $100,000 and $120,000, depending on location, to hire, train, and equip just one officer from the academy to its first year of service. Simple math reveals a total attrition cost of over $12 million, significantly offsetting the fiscal costs of this bill. More importantly than the cost savings are the intangibles. SUNY campuses, like other educational institutions, are considered potentially vulnerable to active shooters and terrorists. If we can't have stable and well-staffed police departments, how can these departments adequately protect SUNY communities? They can't, and the high attrition rate is a public safety issue that must be addressed. There's also a diversity issue here. Competitive pay and benefits are invaluable to retain and recruit female officers as well as young UPOs of color. New York State takes great pride on the diversity of its SUNY campuses and system. Shouldn't SUNY police officers reflect the campuses they serve? With the current substandard 20-year pension, SUNY campuses are at a point that they have poorly staffed police departments and lack diversity. I want to thank the legislature for understanding this and effectively addressing it. Last year, the Senate and Assembly overwhelmingly passed Senate 5207 Gennardis, same as Assembly 4431 Abate, which would have provided the PBA members a 20-year retirement plan. This body addressed the dangers of unstable SUNY police forces and their lack of diversity, but sadly and inexplicably, Governor Cuomo vetoed the bill. See Veto Message 265 of 2019. The legislation was simply about parity, safety, and diversity as New York State troopers and over 400 statewide municipal police forces are currently entitled to a 20-year retirement legislation. You also passed, and the governor also vetoed, the PBA's three-quarter accidental disability bill and the SUNY Heart bill, which also harmed our morale and ultimately affects attrition losses as well. In closing, the PBA of New York State encourages that the legislature to provide university police, park police, forest rangers, and environmental conservation officers with the proper tools and give us parity with the other law enforcement, such as a 20-year retirement, three-quarters accidental disability benefits. This will assure the PBA of NYS can continue to keep the public safe and maximize the public safety to take advantage of New York State's natural beauty.
Thank you. We have a question from the Senate.
We have two questions from the Senate. Senator Toby Stavisky.
Just get electrocuted.
That will be bad.
That'll be bad. Maybe good. One question. I raised the issue of the attrition rate with the chancellor, and she was not familiar with it, and I promised to get her the material.
Okay.
Okay? Maybe you want to reach out as a result.
Can I comment on that quickly?
Excuse me?
Can I comment on that quickly?
Sure. And no, I want the relationship to be a positive one between the police and the SUNY
I have a very
administration.
positive comment.
Good.
We were aware of the testimony from earlier today. I appreciate raising that. And we did reach out to the Chancellor's office today, and as about an hour ago, I heard back from the Chancellor's office, who stated that she will be making an effort as early as tomorrow to reach out to us, or us to reach out to her to make a meeting.
Good.
So thank you.
Good. Glad to hear
Senator
that.
John Liu.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you for testifying today. I know you've been waiting all.
Turn your mic on,
Sorry,
John.
I'm trying to. All right,
It's a budget
here we go.
There you go.
I didn't even touch anything. But I just wanted to thank you for your testimony. Obviously, we have a lot of activity on college campuses nowadays, and SUNY is not. It continues to be a hotbed of activism. So I recognize the sometimes very difficult job that your members do to keep peace on campus while allowing the students as much freedom as possible. And so I certainly support your attempts at parity, recognizing the very difficult work that you and your members do. Thank you.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you all.